Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? I hope everything is terrific wherever you are. It's pretty darn good here. Woke up tired again today. I can only describe this tiredness as like the mono tiredness that I get. So maybe that's what it is. This is encouraging. But I have a new rule in my house. In my shop, in my house. New rule here. Being that I'm on YouTube, being that I am a creator and I make things here, I watch a significant number of channels. Enough that I probably watch, say, an hour of YouTube every day. On average, I would say. And that's an hour that I could be doing something else. Granted, a lot of the videos that I watch, the vast majority of things that I watch are people who create things, so welders and shops and stuff like that. And so my new rule is I'm not allowed to watch those videos unless I'm in here doing something. And so that started, it was supposed to start yesterday, but I fell asleep. So we started today, and I came down here and I turned on This Old Tony, one of my absolute favorite channels on YouTube. I've mentioned This Old Tony before in the past. I encourage you to go watch This Old Tony. His channel is mostly about welding and machining. And I have zero interest in machining, but his videos are so amazingly made. It's just wonderful to watch. And I watch everything he does, even though he teaches skills that I'll never use. Doesn't matter. Turned him on and got some stuff done. What did I do? I worked a little bit on the project. Filmed a little bit of that. Which, by the way, I used the mouth mount for the GoPro. I did figure out what size this was and got a nut in there. And it worked great. Lots of good comments yesterday. Some people talking about maybe I should put on a helmet mounted or a hat mounted or a chest mounted camera. I don't mind any of those comments. And the main comment that I received was, am I worried about saliva? And I was not. But your comment is not unwarranted. There is definitely saliva when you've got this thing in your mouth and you're filming. It builds up. Does it drip? No. I'm not worried at all about that. Basically, I tried to hold my swallowing until, here's the thing. When I'm making a build video, the time that I'm going to be using this mouth mount is probably when I'm making a video making something. And I try to keep shots in those videos really short, especially a shot that's moving, that's going to be jarring for the viewer. I try to keep them, under 10 seconds, 20 seconds max. And so this thing's not going to be in my mouth full time while I'm making something. It's going to be in my mouth when I need a particular shot, when this camera isn't working for this shot, or when a tripod isn't working. For instance, using the drill press, the best place to put the camera is on that side of the drill press, but on that side the handle's in the way. So when I have to be really weird about it. Plus all the light is here pushing that way. Putting the camera over here is just awkward as all can be. So having this in my mouth when I do work on the drill press works great. I can't set the camera on the drill press table because it vibrates and it looks like crap. So this turns out great for that. So it only goes in my mouth for like maybe a couple of minutes at a time. And if it's going to be in my mouth for an extended period like that, I try to make sure that whatever I'm doing on camera, here today I put together a little sound bar, just real quick to test it. What I basically did was I would try to hold my breath, hold my my saliva, my swallows for 20-30 seconds, then do it all at once, breathe out, do the swallowing, and then go back to shooting. And so that way when I'm in the edit, I can see, like, here's that mouth noise, and that section can get cut.
Just use the torch to run some beads. Concentrate on maintaining a consistent torch angle.
And it's fine. It's not obtrusive at all. I would say the hardest part about having this in my mouth is I keep wanting to look at it to see if what's in frame is in frame, and the screen is useless. Like, it's so close, it's just, I can't even see it. So, there's that. But I think it'll work out great. We'll see. So the lettering. I got I got motivated today and I started working on the lettering again. That is a little bit smaller. I thought it was, but I think I like this size. So the lettering is going to be puzzle pieces. So instead of yesterday's or this weekend's attempt, I tried to do this triangular snap together piece. I don't like it because it leaves a little bit of this a little too thin for my tastes, and it kind of gets in the way. It makes me have to put those letters really far apart. In this particular instance, these letters were going to be like over a ½ inch apart. So the new way, I shrunk the letters slightly vertically so that I could tuck in these puzzle pieces on the sides, and they'll never interfere with the lettering, which means I can have really close kerning, and I'm not going to have these letters stretched way the hell out. So I'm currently printing. I'm printing enough to route out shed with this. But what I need to do is get a base plate for my router that has a bushing in it that follows this. And I think I'm just going to 3D print one. So you can buy them. You can buy base plates that fit almost any router. But since I have essentially, this is the plunge base for my router that I basically don't use. I'll use it for this particular function, but that's about it. Since I have this, and there are a couple of holes here, I think I can make a bushing insert for this that actually bolts in here, and it'll work out pretty good. So I'm gonna work on 3D printing that, so that hopefully I can have my own letter cutting sign kit thing and make signs for people. That's the plan. We'll see if it works out. Other than that, I've been just down here goofing off, which has been great, and the new rule, I love it already. So let's hope I can keep it up. But thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being just wonderful friends, and I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from news.oneindia.in. How many times has the host country won the World Cup? In the 19 FIFA World Cups so far, 6 host countries have been crowned champions. Uruguay in 1930, Italy in 34, England in 66, Germany in 74, Argentina in 78, and France in 98.